For many years, I've got many questions in classes, WhatsApp, email, social media programs. How do we make ourselves better in English? Teacher, how do we speak like these ones? Teacher, is there any secret for that? Teacher, what is the key for succeeding in English? What should I do to speak perfectly? Actually, there are many wrong practices in our way of learning English. Practices that we think that they are right and they are totally wrong. And what I'm saying here today is something that I've experienced by myself, in my way and in the way of my students in my classes. So I know there are many wrong practices, but I think these are the main 5 reasons in my point of view, and these are the core for our late progress in English. The first one is surrounding ourselves with the negative environment. Imagine that we have a rotten apple and we bring it and put it among a fine amount or fine number of apples. What would happen after 5 days? Of course, most of them, if not all of them, will get rotten. So surrounding yourself with these negative people, with these pessimistic people, will not benefit you. Oh, why are you learning English? Oh, you think that you are making progress in English. Oh, you think that you are making good in English. People are having other languages and you still learn English. You're not good, you're not qualified, you're not that person who is gonna speak like these ones. Look, all these negative things will hurdle you. These are real obstacles in your life, in your way of learning. So get yourself away from these ones. Try to surround yourself with these positive people. People will push you up. People will encourage you. People will support you in your way. If you fail, they will not drift you apart. If you fail, they will stand by your side. If you fail, they are there for you. They got your back. Okay? So number 1 is getting yourself with these people who are encouraging, who are optimistic, not pessimistic. Number 1. Number 2 is trying to imitate the fluent people or the native people from the very beginning. You know, one of the biggest mistakes for English learners is that they try to speak like Americans or the British people from the first day they go to classes. I'm not saying that it's not right. I speak like them. I try to speak like them every time. I used to listen to Barack Obama speeches every day, imitating, speaking like them, talking like them. But it's not from the beginning. Americans say fake it until you make it. And other people say fake it until you become it. But it's not from the beginning. What is the benefit of mastering these people and you don't know what that word even is? It's meaningless. It's nonsense. First of all, try to fill your mind. Try to educate yourself. Try to be prepared. Try to be well prepared for the words that you need. And then it's okay. You can talk like them. It's not a big deal. But having the British or American or Canadian or Australian accent, it's not a big deal. In TOEFL, they won't ask you about your accent. They will ask you about your knowledge. They will ask you about the flow of ideas, the not pausing so much. And these things, not all people think or focus on when they are learning English. A third one is memorizing words. Linguists say that the word itself is meaningless. A sky. Okay, what is the meaning of sky? But once you put this word in a sentence, look at that sky. What a nice sky. Oh, the sky is blue. Now, sky has a meaning. But once you memorize these words, I remember when I was in high school that I used to have more than 1,500 words, but I couldn't use them. Teacher asked me, but I couldn't use them because they are meaningless. What is the benefit? Here we got Longman Dictionary. The benefit of Longman Dictionary is that teaches you the word and teaches you how to use that word. It gives you many different examples. How to use it in this way, how to use it in that way, how to use it here. He gives you the collocations. He gives you this thesaurus of this word. So what is it this for? This is for learning. Number 4 is studying the textbooks. You know that textbooks only give you 10%, and 90% is on the student, but nobody does. They think that only a textbook will make them speak like Americans. Do you know how many hours I used to spend every day when I was studying English for the first time? 5 hours, 6 hours. And 5 weeks ago, I was preparing my TOEFL, and I used to spend 10 hours every day to get myself progressed in English. So what you're using is nothing in comparison to what you're missing. If you're memorizing one word from the textbook, people are memorizing 100 words from these textbooks. So get the most of your English from outside. Listen, watch, read, write, speak, and try to make practice of your accent. Try to make practice of your language. Number 5, and the last one, which is watching movies. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest mistakes that an English learner makes is when they watch movies, especially from the beginning. The same with accent. If I take the Arabic, the English subtitle, are you gonna understand? Of course, 10%, 15%. If you're a visual person, you understand 20. If you're an auditory person, you understand 30. But what is the benefit of wasting 2 or 3 hours every day? Well, you can use this time to memorize 100 sentences, idioms, phrasal verbs, making use of your time, going to English clubs, going to speak with your friends. I'm not saying that watching movies is not the good thing. I watch movies. I got most of my English from movies. The next videos will be sentences, idioms, phrasal verbs I got from movies. But that doesn't mean that you have to watch movies from now. You got many different things. A piece of advice I got from a British person, a friend of mine from London, said the audiobooks. And one of the amazing teachers for audiobooks is A.G. Hawk. A.G. Hawk. His website is Effortless English. You can find whatever you want from the audiobooks in that website. So please go and check his website to find these audiobooks. You got CNN 10 unofficial for students. You got BBC Learning. You got the British Council. You got many different things that you can make use of your time in order to make your English better. So these are the main things. These are the main wrong practices. Please be careful and try to avoid them while learning English. And I can guarantee you that 3 or 4 months is enough to get your English masterful and useful in the right way. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.